What is the best weapon in Fortnite Chapter 5? Well, today we're going to debate it, and before the video starts, if you want to do something good today and you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, it really goes a long way to helping me out. Now, of course, it's always going to come down to personal preference, but I think that across Chapter 5, the more and more I've played it, the more I've seen it, that there's a bit of a meta when it comes to what loadouts getting used and what weapons are getting used more of. And when you get down to especially the last 10, it seems to be that most players have a very similar loadout. Now, for me personally, across Fortnite, over all the different chapters that I've played, the assault rifle has always been my preferred weapon. And in this season especially, I think that the Nemesis assault rifle is a little bit better. I'm a little bit more comfortable because the recoil is a lot controllable. And if you look at this, the aim on it, it does slap. Even there on a green assault rifle, the damage you can do very quickly, you can see that you can control a gunfight with it. And obviously the distance you can get with it as well is another good thing about the Nemesis assault rifle. It's one of the things that I really like about the assault rifles in Fortnite. But being that said, I still don't think it's the best weapon that this season has to offer. It's definitely a weapon that I like in my loadout, in my inventory, but it's not the weapon that I think is the best in this season's weapons. Now, of course, one of the best weapons in the game undoubtedly is the Frenzy Auto Shotgun. For close range fighting, the Frenzy Auto Shotgun, the rate of fire, the damage it can do is easily one of the best guns to have in the game. And the way you can mod the weapon, it can just become an absolute beast in the game. Now, obviously, getting the Auto Frenzy Shotgun, if you can get a purple one or a legendary one, then you're in for a good time. I also think the Hyper SMG is pretty decent, especially if you can get a scope on it and get it close range. You can get a decent amount of damage off. That coupled with an auto frenzy shotgun is obviously, you know, really good for close range fighting. But I still don't rate these as my top weapon. My top weapon is this season at the moment, the Reaper sniper rifle. Now, I've seen a lot of people go on about how this season it's a snipe fest, and this is because I think the Reaper sniper rifle is possibly one of the best sniper rifles we've ever had in Fortnite. The rate of fire, the way you can do damage with it and then move in for close kills after doing damage with it is just it's unreal this season. The weapon, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like it, but being able to get a shot off, do a little bit of damage, I mean, the accuracy on the headshots, even there you see in a green Reaper that a headshot is a kill. It's an instant kill. Even in zero build, 263 damage, you only get 250 shield. It's honestly one of the best sniper rifles, in my opinion, that the game has ever given us. And the control you get with it and the actual accuracy, if you can get your shots off with it, I mean, it really does some damage. Getting damage off and being able to get in to finish it is an absolute fantastic way to fight this season, especially if you can get cover and high ground. And once you get good at aiming with that sniper rifle, it is dangerous. And practice, because if it can really, the way the season's going, like you say, you get to the end, there's always going to be people with sniper rifles. A lot of the fights, especially until the circle's right closed in, are fought with sniper rifles. And I mean, like I say, the accuracy you can get off with this weapon is just unbelievable. And I'm not a pro, I don't play 5-6 hours a day, but I've practiced with the rifle a little bit, and the difference I've seen in my style of play is unreal. The best part about the weapon is modding it. I like to get a 2x scope on it. I like to get the vertical foregrip and a muzzle brake, and honestly, it's absolutely fantastic weapon. Obviously, Oscar's Auto Frenzy Shotgun is probably one of the best guns in the game. Close range, it's fantastic. But the Reaper, I mean, the damage you can do with it there is unbelievable. Once you get that accuracy going off, you will feel so good when you've got this weapon and when you're being able to use it. Like I say, close range, the auto frenzy shotgun, it can't be beat because you can easily win a fight with the auto frenzy shotgun up close. And like I say, coupled up with the hyper SMG, you can win a lot of gunfights with them weapons in your arsenal. But to be honest with you, I think these are across the board some of the best weapons we've seen in Fortnite. Being able to damage people up close with the auto frenzy shotgun and the hyper SMG, and the way you can switch between them, and the actual amount of ammo we can get. And I think being able to use the upgrade benches and mod benches to mod your weapons personally is obviously another thing that adds to the game this chapter, and it's another reason why the weapons are probably some of the best, because you can get it to your playstyle. Now obviously, as you're playing through the game, try all the different weapons. Everyone's going to have their own opinion, and obviously everyone's going to have what they're comfortable with. Find some weapons you're comfortable with and practice with them, and you will see your game improve. And obviously when you see me, I'm spraying all over with the hyper SMG, and I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know how I'm getting enough fair party here, because I spent way too long on Valeria. But I was after that air SMG, hyper SMG, because it does pack a punch, and I do like having the air hyper SMG if I can't get Oscar's auto frenzy shotgun. But the main weapon I'm always looking to try and get is the Reaper. If I can get the Reaper, and then I end up just working with whatever I've got, as if I can't get to the mod benches and I can't get the boss weapons. I mean, I've already talked about how going for the bosses now is only really for the mod bench and for the boss weapons, the medallion's been nerfed, but the hyper SMG that you get off Valeria, if you look at it there, it slaps, and the control on it is way better because it doesn't bounce about as much because of the way it's modded. But in the Reaper, as you see here, just to get that little bit of damage off, obviously close range it's harder to get shots off, but get that damage off and then get in there with one of the more close range weapons, you know, it's a good way to fight. Obviously the weapons, they all do different types of damage, different types of fighting. It depends. Here you see me using that hyper SMG, but obviously, like I say, I'm going for the Reaper because I want that speed mag. I want it modded. I want the foregrip. I want the less recoil, and I want the adds, and I want it to be able to reduce recoil. And that way, that's the best way that I've found using the Reaper, the Reaper sniper rifle. Obviously, like I say, close range. Every weapon has got its bonuses, and every weapon has got its positives and its negatives. But I personally believe that if you find the loadout that works for you, ranking the weapons overall, not talking about them in terms of the rarity or anything like that, the Reaper for me comes out on top, because you're seeing that at green, it can do 260 odd damage. It's a kill one shot headshot. If you can get that headshot off, then honestly it's one of the best weapons. You can end a fight just like that, as quick as that. But obviously, like I say, everyone's gonna have the personal preference. For me, the Reaper's number one in this chapter, in this season so far. But obviously, you know, let me know down in the comments below, guys, what you think's the best weapon, what weapon you've liked the most this season, and you know, just let me know what you think about the season overall in the comments below, and hopefully see you around for the next one.